Welcome to Rick's Corner, brought to you by Old School Labs, the brand I trust and the only one I put my name to. Use my code drasin12 on the link below.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Okay.
You?
I'm ready when you are.
Excited?
Yep.
Badass.
Got to wear the badass.
Oh yeah, I like them. Actually, I have about 40 baseball caps. I collect them.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're cool.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a guest today that came over from Venice. Did you have traffic?
No, it actually wasn't bad today.
That's good.
Yeah.
Farrah Faulkner, who's an IFBB pro, and she trains hard, and she's got a great body, and I thought her perspective on working out and nutrition would be really good to hear. So I'm going to have her tell me what she knows.
Ooh.
First of all,
how long do we have?
I want to know, how in the world did you get those delts?
You know what's funny? My shoulders used to be the worst body part on me.
Seriously?
Yes, I had like no shoulders. So basically what I do, my strategy has always been to take my weakest body part and focus on that and do specialization that whole entire year to improve on it. So the one thing that really helped with my delts was doing lateral raises, superset them with everything, and then finish my shoulder day with 2 drop sets.
You know, the only thing, and I believe that works well, I used to do up the line dumbbell presses with Arnold style, you know, then up the line laterals and back down the line, and they worked real well. But over time, from wrestling, my shoulders became really, really full of arthritis and frozen. So when I do a lateral now, a lot of my trap's taken over.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to bypass that. Can you bypass that?
That's a tough one. That I would definitely, where I would start with, I actually own a Pilates studio, so I would start with kind of more rehab movements to kind of get you functioning properly again before adding weights back in, and then add the weights back in.
Little by little.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you almost have to retrain the neurology, right? The neurological patterning, so you can communicate to the right muscles to do the right action since there was injury there.
Can you do that again with your hands?
Am I Italian? I'm not.
No,
really.
No. It's really funny because I always rag on people when they talk with their hands because they're always doing this, and I follow their hands and I'm like this. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's like sign language.
Yeah, because it's fun. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis.
I've been there. I went to the Cheshire Inn for breakfast once. Is it still there?
I believe
It's
so.
the first time I've had fried bananas.
Oh, wow.
No, St. Louis was fun. I had a good time. I was there for a weekend on a business deal. And then you came out here what year?
Oh my gosh. I actually moved to Vegas in my early 20s, and then I moved out to California. So I've been here probably 16, 17 years.
Why Vegas?
Actually, I had a business opportunity in Vegas, and I figured, you know what, why not? I had actually never been there, and I flew over to interview for a position, and I got the position, so I went back home, packed my stuff, found a place online in 9 days, and drove.
You know, the reason I even asked that is because I have so many friends that have moved to Vegas.
Yeah.
I know it's cheaper, but it's also hotter.
Yes. Well, I would say I moved to Vegas because I couldn't afford California at the time.
Uh-huh.
I was young. I was a baby.
Yeah.
So that was like the leap, and then the next leap.
No,
was to
I
California.
think that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
They have some
It
good
worked
gyms
out.
there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually used to work for 24 Hour Fitness. I used to run all their fitness, the fitness side of the house for them.
I see. Now, were you interested in bodybuilding at that point in your life?
Yes.
When did you get bitten by the bug?
Well, I did my first show in 98.
Yeah.
And I was a bodybuilder back then, and I had dated someone, and he was a competitor. I had never competed, but I loved beating up the weights, because, you know that. It's like you get in the gym and you're like, you love it.
It's an addiction. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
Even like I said, even through this injury, I'm in there hitting the weights and I can't stop. If I stay home, it's like, oh my God, I missed a workout today. I scheduled a doctor appointment tomorrow and says, can you come at 10? I said, I'll make it 10:30. I have to get to the gym.
I love it. That's how we roll.
I know.
That's how we roll.
So, were you training like every day?
I was training a good 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
For sure. And I've always been an athlete, so I have to keep it moving.
Yeah.
I'm not someone that can sit still and you know, I have to be in the throes of doing something, and I like to compete, so I have to be competing in something.
Yeah. What do you think about time off for rest days to recover?
This, well, I have a problem with this.
I do too. That's why I'm asking you.
I will say, I now, like this season, I've been working with Brad Rowe, and he has been on me about my rest days, and it's been really beneficial. So he has me resting more than I've rested before.
That's really hard.
Yes, it's mentally challenging.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not even tired, how do you fill that time? I can't rest now. It's gym time.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Sit there and watch TV? I don't think so.
Well, and it's like growing up in the Midwest, the way that I move through life and achieve things is from working hard.
Yes.
So when I'm not working hard, I'm like, wait, but this is how I do things, you know?
Yes.
So the rest is actually more important, I think, at this point, at this age, for me.
Well, it is, and I know that if I do take a few days and rest, the third day I'm pretty good. Mm-hmm. I feel pretty good. Mm-hmm. And that should tell me, you know, you did the right thing. And then I talk to myself and say, no, you didn't. How do you split your body parts up?
So I do a body part a day, and usually what I've been doing the last few years is I'll pick a specialization day. So let's say this year it was back in hams and glutes. Mm-hmm. So I would train each body part a day, and then I would have my specialization day would be back in quad specialization. So I'd be doing more compound movements for both of those body parts. So that would be a separate workout.
Do you believe in supersets?
Yes.
It's hard. Not hard, but it's hard if you walk away from a machine and someone just goes right over and grabs it. You know, when we trained down at Gold's, the original on Pacific, there was a cluster of us that all hung out together. We were always able to work in a superset, whatever, buys, tries, chest, back, all that stuff. There was no weight. There's only 13 guys in the whole gym.
Oh, see, that's beautiful.
No, it was the best. I mean, you could superset anything, and supersetting really gets the job done.
It does.
And then we decided, I didn't, all of us, we thought, we'll superset the same muscle. Mm-hmm. You know, like dumbbell biceps with alternate biceps and something like that, just to see how that goes. You can't do a lot of sets because it's overtraining the body. Mm-hmm. But that works pretty well, too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. And then today's gym members, when I go to the gym, I look around and I go, oh my God, why are they even here?
Right.
I wanted to use a machine. There's this guy sitting with a headset and his phone. He's going. I keep looking at him, and I did 5 sets. He hadn't done one yet. I said, excuse me, how many sets do you have left? Yeah, he says, oh, I have. I said, no, how many sets of phone texting do you have left? He said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I think you should get off the machine.
Right.
I want to use it.
Exactly.
I said, this is the nice way I do it. Then we go to plan B, which is not so nice. So, but it's hard to watch that because you know how to train, you know how to work a muscle, and these people don't. I was telling the guy today, I saw a guy doing pull downs. He was leaning way back and jerking his thing. I said, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Then there was an older guy on another machine, probably around 60 with gray hair, and he was so strict. I don't know where he came from, but he did everything right. Yeah. And there's the right way to do it.
For sure. Good form is paramount to success.
And you don't have to worry about going so heavy.
Absolutely.
And you don't go by the scale. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Scale means nothing.
Mm-hmm. Zero.
It's the magic mirror.
It is, right?
Yeah. It's the mirror and the way your clothes fit.
It's the biggest head fake for people too, especially women. They get stuck with the scale, and it's like your weight can fluctuate 5 to 10 pounds in a day. Just,
easily.
You know, it's like doesn't mean anything.
Just like your blood pressure does the same thing.
Right.
So someone will walk up and they'll say, "Gee, your face looks heavy. Have you gained weight?" Nope. About 5 minutes or someone will walk up and they say, "If you lost weight, your face is really lean." People don't know what they see.
Nope, it's true.
I just got to a point where, you know, don't even talk to me. And don't criticize me. Don't analyze everything. They'll look at me. How's your leg? And they're looking at my pants. I said, what do you see through my pants? You can't see anything but pants. I'm looking at your knee. I said, but you don't see my knee. So don't look at it and don't tell me what's wrong with me or it's going to be headed. Uh-huh. All right, so you're training every day. How's your nutrition? Of course, it's obviously good.
Yes. Well, especially now because I'm 10 days out from the Tampa Pro. So we just adjusted my nutrition again. So Brad yanked all my fats out yesterday. So we did an interesting thing. My nutrition changes quite a bit throughout the course of my prep. And for this one, in between the shows, it's been interesting the philosophy that he's had. So he gave me like a day off, you know, to celebrate a big win. And then the next day was, the next 3 days were a little bit more moderate carbs, really clean though. And then he jacked up the fats and dropped my carbs. So we did that for 3 days. And then yesterday he dropped all my fats. So I pretty much have no fats and, well, very little fats and no carbs right now.
How does he know all this?
Brad? He's really good. He actually was going to go to medical school and decided not to. He's super knowledgeable. I have to say he understands the body in a way that is in line with kind of how I think too. He's had digestion issues as well, so he understands, you know, how to work with that with me, because digestion has always been an issue for me.
It's
so I just have to be careful.
It's key to have a good digestion.
Absolutely, for sure.
Do you feel you need a trainer, or are you okay on your own?
Here's the thing. It's like I've invested heavily in my background, and I'm very knowledgeable. 25 years of, you know, accumulating information and knowledge and going through certifications, all of that. I will say I prepped myself through most of my career, but last year I was so close to getting my pro card, but I wasn't getting it done. And I was watching everyone in the gym, and Brad had worked with a good friend of mine, and I saw how personal and how committed he is when he trains someone. So I was like, you know what? He's the guy. So I was like, okay, we're going to see how this goes. So I wanted to try working with Brad this season to see what we came up with, and I think we make a good team, and I like the results we got. So now we're just going
that's awesome.
roll on into
What's that show you just won?
I won it's the Teen Collegiate and Masters Nationals.
Oh, that's pretty big.
So I won both my classes and the overalls.
That's awesome. How does the IFBB Pro work when you get your pro card? Because back in my days, they didn't have that type of thing. You have to qualify how?
So for me, at this particular show, the top 2 in each category, at least for women's physique, earn their pro status. And some of the other shows, you either have to place, you have to win your category, or you have to win the overall. So it just depends the level of the national show.
I see. And then with your pro card, you can do what?
Compete as a professional.
You get paid?
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Show me the money.
Well, think about it. Think about how much time and money you put into training and all the stuff that goes with it, and you want a reward for your money that you put in there.
Yeah.
And somebody said to me back in the days when I was training with Arnold and Draper and those guys, they were going to do the Olympia, and I was wrestling here at the Olympic Auditorium. Someone says, "Why don't you compete?" I said, "For what? I'm getting paid every night in the ring, doing a show on my body and flexing for the people out there from 4 sides of the ring, and I'm getting paid. I like it.
Yeah.
I'd just rather have that and take a check home on Friday." So there's different ways to look at it. I have a couple of trophies in the garage, and I think they're broken full of dust. That happens.
It does happen. I've got quite a few of those too. They just kind of collect.
Yeah, well, they do, you know.
It's like, it was great, and now it's over there.
Yeah.
Next.
It's really good for the moment.
Right?
What do you have a business now?
Yes, I've had a Pilates studio for the last 11 years.
Where?
It's in Brentwood.
That's a good area.
I feel very fortunate to have gotten in that area.
Yeah.
Everyone in that area has been really great to me, I gotta say. It was difficult to get into that area.
What street?
But San Vicente.
Oh, sure. What's the name of it?
It's called Pilates Studio West.
Are you near Barrington?
Yes.
Okay. That's
a couple blocks down from Barrington. So I'm right on, you know where that little wedge is, where San Vicente and Bundy is, like right there.
Where nobody knows how to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Your life in your hands driving through there. Well, I'm happy that you're making this work.
Thank
you have employees?
Yes. And actually, my mom works for me.
Does she?
Yeah, she loves it. I was like, you know what? We have to pull her out of Missouri and get her into California.
Does she ever come to you and she says, "Farrah, do you mind? Could I have my check, please?"
Oh.
No, Mom, listen. I gave you a job. You're working for free.
Gotta get paid, though.
Yeah, I gotta get paid. Yeah.
I love you, but.
Yeah, well, that's nice because it keeps you close too.
Yeah, we're very close. That's
awesome.
Yeah.
My mother passed away when she was 97, if you can imagine that.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I know. And so I was at the hospital. It was the day that she was going. And I said, "Mom, I love you. You've been there for me 100%. You've always backed me and everything. Can I ask you a favor?" And she says, "What's that?" I said, "Can you loan me $100? She says, "You never stop with the jokes, do you?" I said, "Nope."
Hey, it's good medicine.
Not even when you're dying. what are your plans for the future?
So the plans as they relate to my fitness competitions, next on the goals spectrum is the qualifying for the Arnold and the Olympia. So we're going to see how I fare in the Tampa Pro, and then we're going to strategize from there, you know, what I need to do to earn qualification if it doesn't happen at this show.
You won't have any problem.
So we'll see.
You know that.
I know that I'm going to present my best.
Well, that's
The rest is not up to me.
That's all you can do. But,
Right.
you know, a positive mind will just get you in a lot of places.
Absolutely. And I have to say, like, during this prep especially, I don't know if you're into numerology at all, but I kept seeing repeating numbers, 111, 1111, 333, 444. My number was 144, and those are all, like, really good signs that...
Yeah, what does that mean? You know, for years and years and years, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and it would be 222.
Yeah.
And if I drive around, all of a sudden I look at my clock, it's 222. I go in here and it's 222, and then a number popped up on the computer, 222. And I thought it must have had some meaning because it's been doing this for a long time. Then I went to 333. The other day I woke up, it was 444. So it's always three numbers in a row, and I don't know if that has any significance, but maybe it does.
Well, anything that I've read about it, and I think the different numbers represent something different, you know, specifically, but essentially it's angels are watching over you or with you.
Yeah.
And I've had quite a few, I've lost quite a few people that I really care about in my life, and I felt like now they're with me for sure, and I felt them on stage with me.
I believe that. I've lost quite a few from bodybuilding just in the past year that were my age. And when I hear about it, it's like, oh my God, what happened? All of a sudden, all these guys are going. And they used to make me think, or I would think, that must be a list. I said, I don't know if my name's on that list somewhere, but I certainly hope not. At least not yet. I got a lot to do yet. So if somebody wants to reach you, where can they on the internet?
They can reach me on IG. It's IBFlexy, IBFLXZ. On Facebook, it's Farrah Faulkner. And then Pilates Studio West, the number is 310-207-1868.
Okay, I'll put that on here anyway. I want to thank you for coming over all this way.
Thank you for
I know
having
it's
me.
kind of a pain in the ass driving on the 405.
Nah, it's worth it. It wasn't bad.
Really? Okay, because I
Surprisingly.
went down to do a podcast for Chris Bell like several months ago. It took me 2 hours and 10 minutes because there was an accident.
See, that's brutal.
Oh, it was brutal.
And you can never tell. It's always like random.
You don't know. And I had to go to the bathroom like bad.
Oh, see?
Luckily, I had a cup in the car.
Oh, no! See, women can't do that.
No, but I had to wait till 18-wheeler came by so I could hide behind the truck and then, okay, that's done. Oh my God, that was such a long haul going down there that day. And I used to live on Strand.
Oh, okay.
In Ocean, 117 Strand.
Okay.
I had a two-bedroom, two-bath, and a sun deck. It's right there on the beach for $165 a month.
Wow.
I know.
Holy cow.
Here's the problem with that. You get married, which was okay for the time, and you have a wife, and the wife says, we need to move. And I said, I don't want to move. I moved from Bakersfield to be on the beach. I don't want to leave this. This is like a castle for me here. I can walk right out my door and go down and run on the beach. No, we need a house. So I bought this house out here, and that was the end of that.
Oh, gotta love it.
But I got this house at the time for like $86,000.
Holy moly.
Now it's $900.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but now,
news.
so now what? Now I have it. I'm not going to go anywhere else.
On to the next thing.
Yeah.
Whatever that might be.
Whatever that might be. Thank you so much.
All right.
And I'm going to put this together and put it up, and you can show it wherever you want.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for traffic and weather. Not really. Not
I hope
really.
you enjoyed the video brought to you by Old School Labs. Use my discount code DRASIN12 on the link below at oldschoollabs.com. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interests as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
Rick Drasin. He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.